One of the most popular maps in Farming Simulator history is back, GreenRiver. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's DJ. Today we got some new and updated mods to take a look at for Farm Sim 22. In total, we've got 24 mods and one new DLC. For all platforms, as far as mods go, we got 13 new and 9 updates. However, one of those updates is a new map on console. We'll take a look at it as if it was brand new. Also, PC and Mac players have 2 updates. We'll load up and we'll check everything out in the store, check out customization, slot counts, etc. That way, you guys know everything you need to know before jumping right in. I do make mod review videos every time mods are released on the in-game mod hub, usually Monday through Friday, so get subscribed if you're new, that way you never miss any. Starting off today with some new mods for all platforms, and we got a new map for you guys. GreenRiver 22 from NLD Community and Bart. Due to the success of GreenRiver in Farm Sim 19 and 17, I hope they don't forget about that, they decided to bring it to Farming Simulator 22. In GreenRiver, you can decide what you want to do. There's more than 160 acres of fields. You can take care of animals, be an agricultural farmer, or you could go out and do some forestry on the map. Field missions, it's all up to you. There's a lot of really cool stuff here. You can build your own areas. We've done a little bit of gameplay-ish with this back at Farming Simulator 19. Tried to do a little bit of logging. Didn't work out well for me, but maybe it'll work out better for you. I'm just not a logger. Platinum DLC is going to be a lot of fun. There's a bunch going on with this map. There's no question why it was so popular for the last 2 games in a row. Here's everything you start with in new farmer mode. So you get your main farm area right here, which does have a few things. So we have a cow barn with the feeding robot. You got your sheep on here as well. Nice water tank. We've got a petrol station, manure, and a farmhouse. No silo there. Now, we also have field 27. You can sell that if you want to. You'll get about $500,000 for it. Then we've got an area right over here. Nice little small, but good logging area nonetheless. And then you've got your second farm right here. Now, if you guys want, there is a pig farm up here, and there's a whole lot more all the way around. Some of these fields you can combine, some of them you can't. Just have to jump in, take a look, and see what you like. Speaking of, let's take a look at what we get whenever we start out. So first and foremost, this is going to take up 947 slots if you guys are playing on console. We've got a Steyr 8150, so nice small tractor, 2 medium tractors, Valtra and the Massey's. We have old equipment to start with here. You may like that. You may want to swap it out. Joyce Far top liner. We've got the pickup truck, the new one. Nice Felger tipper. Header and a header trailer. We got a small cultivator, and we've got a small seeder and 2 weights. You got basically everything that you need to get started to be a successful farmer. But do you have what it takes? Let me know. I know this is a very popular map, and I hope you guys enjoy playing on it. Next up, we've got a map that we've seen before. We had this as a base game map in Farming Simulator 13, I believe. So long ago, in fact, that this was just called Farming Simulator back then. Then it was released as a mod in Farm Sim 15 for PC and Mac players only. Then it was released as a mod in Farming Simulator 17 for all platforms. And then Farm Sim 19 for all platforms. And now it is back again. If you want some nostalgia, well, this is the one to go for, I think. Otherwise, you may want to move on. There's not a lot of modern stuff on here. Hagenstedt right here. Start your career now and discover a whole lot about farming from, well, 10 years ago. Let's be honest here. It's a very cool map. I did a little bit of small series of Farming Simulator 17 on this. Very, very small. There's really not a lot with it. I say very small. The fields are very small. And, well, it is what it is. I mean, it's an old map. Let's be honest here. Over here, you got your main farm area with all your stuff. You got a couple fields, which are these smaller fields right there. As far as equipment that you get, we could jump in and take a look at that. So you've got your Steyr 8150. We do have a Kubota, which I find interesting. If you don't have the Kubota pack, you won't be getting that. So just be ready for that. You may not have that. Also have a raw smash, and then we've got pretty much everything else that you guys have been used to seeing from the other stuff as well. This is interesting. That is a mod that's not a mod? That's kind of, okay, what is that? The LITT 3500? Hang on. Yeah, check this out. This is a little bit interesting. So a lizard fertilizer spreader as a base game. Kind of interesting. It also includes new placeables with this as well. Next up is actually a mod that got an update, but it's new for console players. So I wanted to at least pull it up and show it to you guys. This is the Iowa Plains View map. Now, it got updated to version 1.002, I think, yesterday. However, soon after I released my mod video, it got released to version 1.003, which brought it to console. So I at least wanted to show you guys. I know a lot of console players have been seeing PC players play this map, and, well, even though it just says Iowa in the name of it, still a nice American map. So you want to jump in and check it out. Here's your PDA right here. Big field. Some of them are squared off, some of them are not. You do own, well, what I would consider the outside of the map. Costs $0, as it should. Very good job there. And then you've got your farm up here. So field number 7 and field number 10, as well as field number 11. And these get a little bit of money for. Pretty good cash amount right there. Big pigsty, big cow barn, manure heap, hayloft, got all your equipment. You've also got a vehicle workshop, which is right across the road from you. You got your farmhouse, chicken pasture, silos, root crop storage, all kinds of stuff. You got a lot going on here. Pretty much everything you could ever want and need in one single little area. It's going to take up 1,358 slots, so depending on which console you're using, you may want to be careful about how much extra equipment you add to it. Speaking of, what do we get? Well, as you can see here, a lot. So we have a John Deere 6230R and a 7810. In large tractors, you got your 7R. You got a 7150 harvester, which if you're using John Deere tractors, you may want to swap that out. You've also got the 2017 pickup, brand new trailer. We've got the header to match with that, corn header to match as well, big cultivator. We've got some planters, seeder, 2 mowers. So we have the front and the rear mowers, a tedder, windrow, forage wagons, baler, bale loader, header trailer, and some weights. Again, you got everything you need for doing animals, at least to start off with, plus for doing all of your field work. If you're looking for a good set of starting equipment, that's a pretty good set of starting equipment. All right, making our way away from maps and jumping back into new mods for all platforms, we have the Bizon Gigant Z061 Combine Harvester. This also comes with a header and a header trailer as well, so let's take a look at those. First off, the harvester itself. 220 horsepower, variable transmission, 300 liters of fuel, 12 miles an hour, 5.1 thousand liter capacity, and it weighs 10.6 tons. It's also 17 slots on consoles, so be aware of that. Wheel brands include Lizard, Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, BKT, and back into Lizard again. The chopper, we've got, well, Nada or Yes. Now that does change to blue, so we'll figure that out. Design, we have Yes and No. Those are going to be the covers on the side. Main color itself, that is a lot of red, maybe too much red. We'll change to dark brown and 3 blues. There you go, tan. Design color, we've got 1 blue, and man, all these reds again, they kind of look the same to me, but maybe they're a little bit different to you guys. And then we've got rim colors as well. Again, goodness gracious, that's a lot of reds and tans. And moving on, we got your header itself right here, 1.2 tons, 5 meters at 4 miles an hour. It's very small and very slow. You could do a design cover on the side. You've got a row crop divider that you could throw in there as well. And we've also got your canola adapter, which is only going to be blue. That's it. You can change the header to match up the other stuff. 6 slots on there as well. And then lastly, you got your Bizon header trailer. Again, that's a lot of red, man. Rim colors and main colors to match. This is 3 slots. Next up, another combine harvester, the new Holland CX5.80. So a little bit smaller than we've had before, and I like this one. So this is it's 22 slots. Just be ready for that on consoles. 258 horsepower, variable transmission, 670 liters of fuel, 19 mile per hour max speed. We've also got an 8,300 liter capacity for crops, and that's about it. 13.8 tons is heavy. As far as wheel brands go, we've got Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Midas, BKT, Freidstein. As far as these go, looks like we've just got a regular and wide tires. Nothing too crazy there. Beacons, we got them on the front, or all of them, or just the front, or just all of them again. Tractor triangle on the very back. You can add that if you want to. And we've got steering wheel or GPS. So very cool there, but that's really it. There's also no headers that come with this either. So you're probably just going to use the one in the base game. And yeah, that's the one that it recommends. Next up is something super cool that I'm so excited that's finally been added to the game. This is the Case 5100. This is the red version of their John Deere. I think it's the 6060 or something like that. regardless, this is the case version of it. So they more or less rebranded everything. I think otherwise it's about the same. We got the same wheels on here, so the same setups through there, same settings even as well. 1,660 liters of seed, 1.8 tons, 60 horsepower required, 5.2 meter working width at 11 miles an hour. It's also a direct drill, which is nice, and does all your standard seeding, crops, and does fertilizer as well. So if you guys are looking for something like that, good to go here. You can also extend out the back and run 3 of these at a time, or 7, 9, 11, 21. Hey, go for it. Have a little bit of fun. This is only 5 slots on console, so not bad at all. Classic case planter from the ARM team. I love it. Next up, we got a subsoiler. This is the Ripper R5, 250 horsepower, 2.5 meter working width at 5 miles per hour. It may not be the most efficient way to get something done, but it does look good. It's done extremely well. One thing to know about this, on PC, it's got this logo. You can see the white logo below it. However, on console, it's got a completely different logo on there, but everything else is exactly the same. So I'm not sure if that'll cause any issues in multiplayer or not. I would doubt it, but just keep a lookout on that just in case. This is going to be 3 slots on consoles, by the way. Next is the PP5000 subsoiler and cultivator. Now, we've got, well, 2 versions here. We got a subsoiler version and a cultivator version. Otherwise, everything's pretty much identical exactly. 944 kilograms, 100 horsepower required, 2 meter working width at 7 miles per hour. We've got a main colors here of, well, all of them. I also think it's funny how the custom color is not selected, I don't think. Yeah, custom color is not even selected. That's great. Nonetheless, you can change this whatever color you want. As far as slot count, it's going to be 5 for each. Next, we have the Lizard 22-foot Bale trailer. If you guys are on PC, this is exactly the same as the Marston trailer from XJS, but this is the Lizard version of it, and it's for all platforms. 4 slots on consoles version. We've got a used version and a new version. The and modern version as well. Plus, we have a custom version where you can change literally everything. BKT tires, trailer board tires. We've got Lizard design new and used guard. We got a front guard, both of them. We've got beacon figs of left, right, beacon bottom. I'm gonna guess these are just parched on the back. Yep, that's it. Main color. We've got the new and used colors, but you could change up any color that you want. And then we've got the hubs in the middle. Thank you for adding those as a separate color option. And then rim colors themselves. We've even got the Lizard new and Lizard used. So those are going to be a little bit different. Plus, we have silver and then base game colors. Very cool, very customizable. It's not auto load, so just be aware of that, but it is extremely nice. Next up, we got the Pallet and Bale fork pack. Now we've got some 3-point attachments on these, which I find extremely nice and probably more helpful to a lot of people. There's less options here, so now we've got more options. First one is the pallet fork itself, usable via the 3-point. You've got main colors, all of them there. It's going to be 1 slot for you guys. And then we've got the Bale fork right here. So we've got a color for the chassis, and then we've got a color for the design as well. This is also going to be 1 slot. Next up, we got a header trailer for you guys, the Lizard cutting cart. Now with this one, it looks very similar to the base game cart. So we've got a little bit bigger, and we've got a triple axle instead of a double axle. I say triple axle. There's 6 wheels on there. Board, you've got a couple different ones here. Wide load, agricultural convoy or oversized load there. Chassis colors, well, we've got a New Holland and Raw Smash colors on there, which is nice because those are difficult to get a hold of. Extension color here, we'll just go with a nice red, looking good. And then rim colors, we got silver, which is definitely base game gray. That's nice, and all kinds of stuff. So there you go, all good. Hey, I like this. Pretty cool. All right, let's close out the new mods for all platforms with a few placeables. The first one is small garage. Definitely a smaller garage for some smaller machines. We've got a nice opening here, nice and slow. Big L shape as well. So 2 doors on one side, 3 doors on another. Plus, you've got an extra door right here on the edge, just in case you want to back something in long ways, or maybe you want to back it all the way down to right here and make it just a little bit easier getting things in and out. Really nice. Hey, I like this. I'm not sure if we've got anything quite like this that's got the doors in this type of way. I know we've got one that's got them around the back, but maybe not quite like this. I like it. Your next to last new mod for all platforms today is the Multi-Crop Greenhouses pack from GH66 Mods. There is some pretty sweet stuff in here. So this is kind of nice. So the Multi-Crop Greenhouses allows you to grow crops grouped in 5 crop categories. So you got a couple different things. Let's take a look first at all of these. So you can see we've got quite a bit coming with this. We'll jump into productions, we'll jump into greenhouses, and see what we've got. So here we go, multi-crop greenhouses. So we've got the right side, we've also got a left side version of each. So maybe you put them in and doesn't quite point the way you want it to because everything points towards the right. Maybe you want to point towards the left. It will do that. Why haven't no one's thought of that. How has no one thought about that? That's a great idea. Let's jump into our productions and take a look. So you can see we've got a version with water. And we could take water in. It's already got 10,000 liters, which is nice. So we do 20 in, and then we can get grapes or olives, or grapes plus olives out. So that's going to be of the orchard. Same thing through there. We've also got a setup right here where you can do seeds and lime and manure and get those out, or seeds and lime and solid fertilizer. But again, you get grapes and you get olives. That's kind of neat. And then we've got our the greenhouses themselves. So we've got the multi-crop, which will give you wheat. So water in, and then you get 12 liters of oats, 14 liters of sorghum, and 18 liters of wheat. You could also do other ones for multiple different types, fruits and vegetables. So you got multiple different things that are grouped together there. Corn and cotton and soybeans. We've got oil crops as well, root crops, depending on what you put in. There's a lot here. Like, you don't have to farm anymore, technically. Just download this mod, especially if you're starting off and you need a small amount of stuff. This might be a really good way to start from scratch. I'm just saying. In addition to the greenhouses and the orchards that are with us, we've also got 2 other little pieces of equipment right here as well. So you've got an area where you can store things. We'll come around here, take a look at it. So this is your production shed. So you've got all these inputs: manure, slurry, digestate, barley, oats, sorghum, wheat, stones, water, straw, and road salt. And then the outgoing products of solid fertilizer, seeds, lime, manure, and herbicide. So you can see here, 1,000 liters of manure and 1,000 liters of slurry turns that into 2,000 liters of solid fertilizer. Then we've got same thing for digestate, or you can do with slurry or dish digestate, or maybe you want to do 100 or 1,000 liters of barley and 100 liters of manure, turn that into seeds. It's very cool. You can make lime as well. 500 liters of stones and 1,000 liters of water. You get lime out, manure, turn into herbicide. That's just one mod. Just one mod. Oh yeah, and there's a water tank as well. So this water tank extension helps you increase the capacity of greenhouses by 10,000 liters. Very cool. Oh, and I'm not done yet, homies. You've also got different big bags as well. So bulk capacity big bags and pallets in here as well, between a 15 and 20% discount of all of the stuff. How cool is that? Yes! And your last new mod for all platforms today is the Colonial House. This is a house that could be purchased for a monthly profit. Very cool there. It doesn't look like we're able to go inside or anything. More or less, this is kind of a rent house if you guys are here in the States and you're familiar with that type of concept, where you own a house, but you rent it to somebody else and they pay you for it. Well, this is kind of that. It's going to cost you $38,000, $20 per day maintenance. However, $1,800 variable, but they do say according to the season. So sometimes you make it more, maybe you'll get less, but the average I think would come out to about $1,800 depending on the month. That's kind of a neat, and it's a really cool concept as well. All right, making our way down into mod updates for all platforms. We've got Alex Prodealcenter Farm version 1.1, and it's a long changelog. So they have fixed the road traffic and AI, parked cars, performance in the restaurant and dealer area, collisions of the door of the Armoro shop, missing stones in the game, all farmland field 46 and 47, field leveling, floating warnings, cow shed collision, collisions of cows leaving the barn, positioning of objects in the equestrian center, opening direction of doors in the equestrian center building, visual effect of water in the ponds, action area of the light trigger in the farm shed. We've also got position of the trees that can't be cut fixed, field entry barriers, and they fixed various minor bugs. Now, they've added some things as well. So they've added bread to the bakery, wood chip sell point, Bale sell point for straw and hay at the horse riding center, sheep pasture in field 2, cow pasture in field 34, ready to harvest crops fields 4, 5, and 6, option to dismantle meadow fences, cutter trailer at start of game materials, Alex's washing area, and a sleep point at the second farm at the equestrian center. A new game save is required, so if you guys have been playing this map and you want to continue playing with these new changes and fixes, you will need to delete your old save and start a new one. Next up, we've got an update to Cow Farm. This is version 1.003. Fixed the Bale sell point, added the option for PS4, PlayStation 4 guys could use this now, I guess. Updated the wool sell point, and many others. It does not require a new save, so if you guys are playing on, I guess, anything other than PlayStation 4, continue using your save. You're good to go. Next, we have an update to the Lizard 320 Excavator version 1.001. They've added connection hoses support, fixed clipping decal on the quick coupler, fixed the hydraulic cylinder not working on the quick coupler, fixed spring not extending in quick coupler, fixed the thumb not working correctly in multiplayer, fixed a tiny opening in the excavator interior, fixed a hole in the bucket on the back side, changed the joint type, and changed the bucket price. Your next update for all platforms is the Gjerstad Pack version 1.1. New attachments for the Lizard 320 Excavator include the combi claw, jib, leveling beam, cable bucket, grading bucket, ripper, changed prices, updated description, and removed hole in the Gjerstad logo for existing attachments. So let's jump into the store and take a look at these real quick. So here is the combi claw right here, weighs 628 kilograms for you guys. You can grab a hold of logs or whatever else you want to. Next that was added was jib. So here you go. Here's your jib at the top. Container jib is used to move hook lift containers. This tool can be used to transport your big bags as well. Very cool. Now the leveling beam right here. This is kind of neat. So it weighs 700 kilograms and it's used to move chaff and silage heaps around in silos. That's kind of cool. I like that. Next up is the cable bucket. This holds 850 liters and that's going to be a bulk crop. So pretty much whatever you want. And it's really skinny as well. That's kind of neat. And then lastly, we have, well, not lastly, we have a grading bucket. This just holds 1,300 liters. It's just another type of bucket right there. And then we have the ripper, and I believe this is a plow. Yes, with a plow you create field. So a small little plow. I don't even think it shows the working width. It's just so small. Nonetheless, there you go. There's the new pieces of equipment added to the Gjerstad Pack, which will work with the 320 excavator. Kind of cool. Your next update for all platforms is going to be the new Holland Series L and TL version 1.3. They've added two-wheel drive version. And here those are if you want to take a look. Of course, we had the Series L and TL before, but now we have the L and TL two-wheel drive. So these are completely different models now, not the same here. Most two-wheel drive or four-wheel drive, they'll just throw on, well, little wheels on the front and be done with it, but I think they've done a little bit of a different job for them here. Very nice. Next update, the MAN TGX26640 HKL 1.002 update. My mirror correction, light correction, attached configuration, low, and passenger. Next to last update for all platforms today is the Lizard PN20-1 version 1.1.1. Wheels have been changed and color palette has been changed. And your last mod update for all platforms says version 1.0. However, this is an update. I just don't know what update it is. We got this as a new mod a few days ago. So we've had this, I don't know, a day, 2 days, something like that. However, it's gotten an update. I just don't know to what. And lastly today, let's go over the mod updates that we've got for PC and Mac players. The very first one is MaizePlus version 1.0.2. Hotfix BGA and production storage issues. And your only other mod update for PC and Mac players today, and the last mod, this is production Revamp version 1.3.0.2. They fixed object fill level with one object, optimized the distribution calculation, and fixed a bug with the new production modes. Don't forget, Pumps and Hoses has also been released today. today. If you guys are on, well, any platform, you can go download the Pumps and Hoses DLC right now. It is a little percentage off on Xbox, I saw, at least if you've got Xbox Game Pass or Gold or something like that. I think you can save like $1.50, something like that. It is $18 USD. I will leave a link in the description if you guys are on PC or Mac and you'd like to pick it up. The link does help support the channel at no additional cost to you guys. And I've already made, I think, 4 how-to videos on pumps and hoses now, so all the information's out there if you guys want to check it out. It's well over an hour worth of footage, so if you want to sit back, relax, grab some chocolate chip cookies or some popcorn and a big old tall glass of milk and relax, because there's a lot of content. Well, guys, that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like on it. Get subscribed if you do. Join the GoHam fam. Make sure those notification bells are on as well. That way, you never miss daily farming simulator videos here on the channel. I've already released my release version video of the Pumps and Hoses DLC. Big shouty outie to G Porter for helping me out with that one. Check it out if you haven't seen it already. Otherwise, hope you have an awesome, wonderful rest of your day. I'm going to be taking a few days off for vacation, so no mod videos Wednesday, Thursday, Friday this week. We'll be back on either Saturday or Sunday with a week review, so stay tuned for that. Either way, hope you have a good one. See you guys later. Peace.